for all shipments related to Anderson account. Client requests more packing foam be inserted into his package. Okay. Hello there, guys. Jabbapop here. I wasn't suspecting you to be watching me here at work. Ever since the past decade or so, I'd have to say, there have been so many changes in our society. It's like the common man has been turned into a pincushion, just more and more squeezed out of him and put into him. It's like we're dolls or something. I think it all began when they got rid of the Saturday morning cartoons, personally, but who's to say? They knew about this early on, though, in the Full House show. They lamented the former times, whatever happened to predictability, the milkman, the paperboy evening TV. Personally, I miss family dinners, but that could partially be the result of my family being killed in a car accident. So anyway, I guess I know why you're here. You want to watch me play games. As you can see, I've got a very busy work day ahead of me. I have so many things on my plate, on my table, on my screen. I can't even figure out what it is. But I don't think I have anything prepared. Aha! I didn't mean to open that thing. I've never used this program before. I know, Microsoft is always kind and benevolent. They're always eager to throw a dog a bone, so to speak. I know they have a bunch of games on here. I was supposed to play my favorite, for Freecell, for Office Minions Everywhere. Wanting to play a couple of games while the boss isn't watching. I've been getting pretty good at this one, but personally I prefer it over the Klondike. That game seems to be based too much on luck. I don't know why it didn't work. They're using the new Freecell rules, not the original Freecell rules. Fun fact: Freecell was invented in 1963 by Joe Don Baker. Everyone had much difficulty playing this, so they had to implement a different set of rules. Particularly, opposites go on top of each other, not the same suit in descending order. So we've got to look for that now. I would love to play that version of this game, but. Okay, we gotta move. In this game, you have to. These cards are like alien life forms. They meld together and they create a new form at the end. So it's almost like biochemistry. You gotta figure out which enzymes bond with which substances, and you gotta do it against the clock. I think. Is there a clock here? No. There's a bunch of numbers down here, but there's no clock. I think I got it though. I'm pretty pro at this. You just have to find what goes where. It pretty much plays itself if you have a good eye. I have good eyes. I get them checked regularly. And even when they're not checked, I keep them limber by rolling them around in my head and poking at them with my fingers. I think I flubbed this one. I guess it's stage anxiety. I get all kinds of anxieties. Stage anxiety, urinal anxiety, performance anxiety, anxiety. I go to my therapist, and he wants me to tell him my symptoms, but I get so anxious I can't get him out, and so he just ends up sending me home, telling me to drink a few sugar pills and smile a little bit more. Alright. See, the problem with this game is I want to get into a zone. I don't want to talk to you guys. Especially since you're not here. If you were here, maybe we'd be talking. Maybe I'd take you out for a cup of joe. Speaking of which, I got some coffee with me right here. Let me take a sip. Now, unfortunately, this is not Gavalia coffee. This is bland office coffee, so it's some Folger crystals. Honestly, if there's one thing about this office that is killing me amidst all the turmoil, it's that this terrible, filthy, putrid, bland, acidic, metallic tasting piss water that is Folgers coffee. It's the best part. It is not the best part of waking up for me. I promise. You know, let's watch Jabbapop make promises. I promised you this time. You're gonna see your winner. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. I'm not gonna send you home empty-handed thinking Jabbapop is a loser, because he is most veritably, I deny most vehemently any insinuation that he is a loser. He's not a loser. He's a slow guy sometimes. It takes him a little bit longer to roll down the hill than other people. And he'll get there, you know, not as bruised, not as beaten up. Of course, he doesn't like pain. Some people say no pain, no gain, but Jabba does not say that. Jabba says no pain, no window pane, hop right in, you know, watch the breeze. But, okay. That is kind of a soothing sound. It's nice. As Jabba likes the details. Here's a detail for y'all. The nice soothing sounds, and the rate at which you pull the cards creates almost a rhythmic kind of thing, a rhythmic dynamic. You could be your own little maestro of the cards. And there's a little pop tool text to let you know you're not doing it right. Now I do not like. Let me try that. I do not like, I did not mean to do that. Let me see something. Yeah, I do not like creating a new game, because when you create a new game, it counts it as a loss. I like to restart from scratch. I accidentally started a new game, so I'm unfortunately going to have to reacclimatize myself to this set of cards. It may take a little bit longer again. Just to get everything processed inside of my noggin. Noggin. That's cute. But I'll do it. There's so many variations I've learned of this game. There's a variation that's kind of like Jodan Baker's game, which gives you, instead of 4 cells, it gives you 8 cells. So it's kind of like a mix. It's a little bit easier than the original Freecell, but at the same time it's a little bit harder. I love those Freecell games where you can only put it on top of the same suit in descending order, because it forces you to restrict yourself much more. You know, with the 6 I could put this on top of 2 different cards, but if we were playing Baker's game it would just be 1 card. I can only put that 6 on 1 card. I can only put that 6 here. I could never put that 6 anywhere else. It only has 1 home, and that would be on top of the 7 of clubs. See, I don't know how this is working either. In Freecell I always thought that you couldn't pick up you could only pick up the amount, you could only move a pile if you had space on the board. I clearly do not have space on the board to be moving 2. I only have space on the board to be moving 1. So this is Microsoft. Oh, there we go. See, I guess they trick you. They allow you to do something and then they tell you you can't. But anyway, I know sometimes they offer hints. That's a hint. It's like a taunt. Let's start this one again. Got ourselves into an impossible situation. That's one of the things about this game too. You know, it's almost like being in like a thriller movie. You're constantly going up against walls and feeling like you're at the end of the rope, and perhaps maybe something will come and save you at the last moment. You know, either luck or some ingenious twist of skill. But always on your toes, never bored. You are never made to feel like you're wasting your time, because you're always being occupied. I don't know, let me see if I can find some tips about this game. Look for some Freecell tips. I've never done this before, so this is some live stuff going on here. Let's learn to play win.net. I like that. That's a good name for a website. It's always good to have tips to win at solitaire. Sometimes sites don't load. We got a pretty funky network in here. Oh, I never knew that. That's pretty. That takes some perspicacity. There's that word for you again. To try and play 32,000 different. I think they must have made a computer program to do that though. Spider Solitaire. 200 cards every time. Earlier in the game. Sometimes. Aha! See, these people agree with me too. Restart the game. You can always restart the game. No one is there to tell you you can't. And unlike real Freecell, unlike real card games where you have to shuffle it, how would you restart the game with a real set of cards? You'd have to have a photographic memory. But here, it's one of the marvels of technology. You never have to worry about the ability to go back. You can always go back. You know, like that movie All Dogs Go to Heaven. Once you leave, you can never come back. Well, here you can always come back. You can always come back to that pristine state where everything was exactly as you knew it was. And that's reassuring in this tough world we live in, you know, without men who make milk, without cartoons early on Saturday morning, without high sugar breakfast cereals, without Gavalia coffee. We have the reassurance, at least the one concession in this crazy world, that we can always go back. And I know that I think that's kind of that's kind of like a mind-blowing thought for, you know, this early on a Saturday, but you know, it's there for you. It's for you. It's for you to take and hold dearly. You know, that you never have to worry about whether or not you can go back. You can always go back. It's just that same old dynamic of moving a 6 atop 2 7s. It's the end of the world. Those are two very significant numbers too. 6 is the number of man, I'm told, and 7 is the number of the divine. So this game could be trying to tell us little symbolic metaphors. You know, you don't know. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't put it past them. This whole machine we have is a conduit for so many different ideas and thoughts and pieces of information. And who is to say that information through all the chaos can't get through? Who can say that a gimlet of information is restricted? You know, I think, you know, in this age of high tech, there can still be ghosts in the machine. Why shouldn't there be? There has to be more and more, because now not only is this the machine, this is the whole internet. So there's definitely going to be ghosts at all times. You don't ever know the moment you turn on this computer, what's going to pop out of it. I'm just glad that I got rid of those pop-ups because, speaking of which, I do not need pictures of preteen girls on my screen as the boss is walking behind. You know, he might get ideas either about me or with me. I mean, I don't want to imagine he thinks that I'm easy or up to his games, but I know he does tend to abuse his staff in some pretty filthy ways. Now it's 7 and 8. At least we're moving up in the ladder. We're going higher and higher numbers. I'm going to show you some features here too. I didn't show you. Jabbapop loves features. You can change your appearance here if you ever get bored of the seasons deck. You can do the large print deck if you have trouble seeing. That kind of hurts the eyes though, to have to look at those huge. It's almost. I mean, it does have an artsy effect, but it's just too bold. I don't like that level of boldness. You apparently can save game too. If you ever get caught, you have to hurry up to the meeting, get back. Your game will be right where you left it. Again, you can always go back. Some of these, I like this one. This is like some kind of weird, cartoony, like, what was that movie with Alice in Wonderland? It's kind of some kind of Alice in Wonderland, you know, deck of cards. He's ready to get you. I'm sorry, my mouth is kind of dry. Get some more coffee. This is almost like drinking salt water. You know, this is not the best stuff to be drinking to soothe your dry mouth. But you know, when in the desert, you squeeze the cactus. I don't think I can do. I can do that. It's good. I can do something. It's always good to be able to do something. Nothing is never good, but something is always good. Nothing is never something. Something is never good. No. Like I'm trying to mix them too much. You can't mix your words too much. If you mix them too much, they just don't work. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to right click. I get to right click and lift it directly up. So I get kind of bored of clicking the left button. I want to click the right button sometimes. You know, it's been neglected for so long. I know this is harder than I thought it would be. I guess I need to get into a zone. I'm going to get into a zone. I'm going to keep my mouth perfectly shut. And my brain will be entirely focused on this game, and you will see me win. 6, 9, 10, 15, 12. Fuck! Well, there you have it. I lied to you. This is Jabbapop's first lie. It's a downward spiral into profligacy. And that's it for now.